Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Did you guys see the opening unboxing of these cheap Temu stickers that I got? So I got more than this. I have some other ones over there, but in the comment section of that video, a couple of you had said, wouldn't that be cool to do a Four Seasons tray or something to that effect? And I'm like, I didn't even think of that. That is a brilliant idea. These are like fall trees. These are spring or summer trees. These are snowy trees for the winter. I also have pink ones and I have icy blue ones over there that I got. So that is what I'm going to do. I have pulled out the ones that I want to use. We're going to do it in this tray. And I keep seeing glitter and I keep cleaning glitter out. And my idea, which I'm not sure is going to work, it completely may ruin this whole tray, but I don't think so. I pulled out 3 glitters: Elegance, Cinnamon Sticks, and Disco. Because the Elegance, and I pulled out my stickers I'm going to use, goes really pretty for spring. The Cinnamon Sticks goes really pretty with the fall. Pretty much the same colors. And then the Disco, which has blue and holographic, I thought went pretty good with the winter. Because I'm trying to figure out what to do with the edge. Would I leave it clear or would I just let it blend in? And I really didn't want it clear because I want to put a sky in there somehow with alcohol inks. So I'm going to pour my edge first. And I'm going to keep it separated the best I can using Elmer's glue, and I'm going to do Disco on where the winter ones will go. I will do Cinnamon Sticks in the center edge, and then Elegance on the other side, because I'm going to go spring, fall, winter, or whatever way it is, whichever way it gets poured. I don't know how much I need. I'm going to mix up about 4 ounces. Probably won't use all that. I'm going to use let's use the Fast Cure today, just because I want to get this done today, because this is going to be a 3-step process. Before I start that, this was my extra from yesterday. I told you guys I would show you because it needed to dry overnight. So it dried overnight, the acrylic paint inside the tree, and I top coated it with UV resin. I threw a couple charms on there and a tassel, but I did want to make sure I showed you the finished result because I just love that mold. I've been using it quite a bit lately. Let me grab some resin, get it vacuum chambered and glued up, and we'll start today. It's all mixed and split, so I did 1.5, 1, 1.5. I'm not sure how much it's going to take. I do want to douse it with a lot of glitter. I might need to go grab me some more of this one, not sure yet. And get some Elmer's glue in, probably just 1 drop per cup, since I don't have that much. So that's pretty thick with glitter. Let me grab a couple extra sticks here. Now, being Fast Cure, I only have about 20 minutes work time, so I want to be quick to get this in the vacuum chamber so we can get it poured. That's really nice and thick and Elegance. I don't know how this is gonna look. I'm hoping it comes across, my vision comes across in the final piece, but we'll see. We shall make that determination on demold, I guess. Let me grab my glue and do 1 drop. Whoops, 1, 1, 1. It should be really gel-like and gooey, like you'd have to cut it, which I will have to cut it, kind of, with my stick when I pour it. This is just going to make sure that our glitter doesn't sink to the bottom and leave a clear spot between the edge and the back. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to put it through the vacuum chamber. Well, you know what? Let's do it anyway. I don't want micro bubbles to form in those little edges. It's not going to hurt anything. All right. I was watching the pink one and not the silver one, and the silver one was bubbling over. So yeah, watch your resin if you stick it in the vacuum chamber. I do remember somebody asked me in the comments if I ever tried to put a wooden stick in there to stop that. I have not tried that. I will try that. I completely forgot, but I would have done that today. I didn't think I was going to have a problem, but anytime you have glitter or glue or combination, it gets worse in there. So yeah, just watch. If you don't, I will try to remember to do the whole stick thing as soon as I can. I just have to remember to do it. All right, so we're going to do one edge is going to be the winter. Like I said, it's going to be really gluey. And I don't want it to come up over the edge. I'll probably have to. I want it down that corner. I'll fix that top in a minute here. I just want to get some of this down because I have to be quick. I don't want it to flow into the center section where I want my cinnamon sticks one. I'll just do a little bit at a time. See like how that's flowing over there? I need to move it over. This one is super duper thick. I'm going to have to help it get in its place. And this one I will move over. Get that down there. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I hope I'm not making it too busy. Okay, and then the elegance needs to go right here quickly. And then I'll go back in and fill it up. I'll get it in there. And over here before it fills up this edge. They should not combine together. That's the whole purpose of the glue. They should just stop where they're at. If you have this mold, just make sure you go down into those edges because there will be bubbles forming in there. This is going to be a very messy one. Let's see. I'm just going to take my extra, which is not extra, and go ahead and fill them all the way up to that edge. See, they're not combining. They should stay in place. I hope when it's time to put my stickers down that I don't put them in the wrong spot. That would be terrible. All right, this one needs to be filled up some more. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean everything off the top of here. And then I'm going to grab a stick and I'm going to push it down into those edges. A little more back there. And then the same with the elegance. Oops. Then I will turn my curing machine on, and this should be set in less than an hour, or we can move on to the next step. All right, that looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and clean all that off, do something with my extras, and see you on the next step. I mixed up 4 more ounces of my fast cure resin, just letting that drain in there. And not sure the best way. Let me grab some tweezers. I'm gonna work smallest tree first on the bottom layer to the biggest tree in the back. And I really want the stem, or the trunk, I should say, over that glitter part here. It's only been 30 minutes on my heat mat and it's already cured, so that's good. I'm wondering if the best way is to take this and dip it in the resin first to avoid any bubbles, and then just put it in its place. Maybe we'll see the bubbles like real time. I just hope there's none in there. That's the only thing I don't like about doing things upside down. I like to be able to see what's going on the other side. So yeah, this seems to be a decent idea. And then we'll pour the resin over everything when they're all in. I'm just gonna get those trunks to the bottom. Maybe I'm going to keep working towards that way and do the first layer first. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm going to put some music on for you because I'm sure you don't want to hear all my inner thoughts as I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so I built it up from the back to the front. I'm hoping the front ones are straight. I'm kind of going by their little trunks, which some of these are not looking straight. Because I keep moving them, I keep pushing them underneath the resin. I don't care if they cure up out of the resin because I have another layer going on the back. But the ones that I have higher, I want to hide the trunk to make it look like it's tall. See, like this one's small, so I hid it behind the leaves of that one. This one is smaller, but I hid it behind the leaves of that one. Hopefully my idea works. I'm just gonna kind of watch this, babysit it, make sure nothing's gonna move. And like I said, some of these are sticking out, they've curled, but it doesn't make any difference because we're going to fix that on the next layer. So the next layer, I'm gonna pour clear, and then I'm just gonna drip some alcohol inks in the top for some clouds and some sky. And I'm hoping that that works. We shall find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch this for a while. Ready for the last layer, and I swore I wasn't gonna put any crushed crystal in, but I had to because at the very end I saw a couple little bubbles under here. I tried to get them out. I could have, but I may not have, so I wanted to make sure I hid it. So I do have crushed crystal in here. I mixed up 4 more ounces. I'm just going to pour it in, get it domed, and then drop in some alcohol inks. And I forgot to spray it with alcohol, so hopefully I don't get any bubbles on the side. I hope this is enough. I thought I would have too much. I have some extras stacking up here next to me. And it's not domed yet. That's pretty good. I'm going to use Pinata White and this Miracle Coup Sky Blue. This one is not too potent, so that's why I'm using it. Let me grab a dotting tool of some sort. And that sticker is sticking right out on that corner. I'm gonna do the white first, just for like cloud effect, and not too much. And then I'm not gonna just let it do its thing. I'm going to manipulate it. That's a weird reaction I'm getting. It's like breaking into pieces, which may be perfect for clouds. Who knows? Shake this real quick. I'm going to do blue. I wasn't going to do it over the whole thing, but I am, because I want the perspective to be that you're looking at it from far, because I have my trees stacked. I know you won't see behind here, but I didn't want like completely blue. I just want like wisps of blue, because I know it's going to kind of merge together with the clear. See, this one is quite light. That's why I chose it, so I didn't overdo it by accident. And I do kind of want those lines that it's leaving, whether I get them or not. That's why I keep using the fast cure, hoping I get what I'm trying to achieve. But that white, that looks kind of cool. Even if it dropped, it would be fine. But what's going to happen is it's going to pull in, so I'm not exactly sure the outcome of this because I didn't think it through. All right, well, I can't dome it anymore, so I'll have to trim that somehow. Or yeah, I'm not sure. There's just a tiny little piece sticking out of that one sticker that curled up. And I'm hoping those streaks stay. Maybe I should, no, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna add anything to it. All right, fingers crossed it turns out pretty decent. It's cured and ready to come out along with one more extra, but I have some extras finished. So this was the leftover disco. This was the leftover elegance and disco. A little bit of disco in the corner there. So 2 pendants for those, top coated with UV resin. Of course, I had to put glitter in that new mold of mine. So that came out really pretty. If you want glitter in there, I'll have to find out where she got that because I don't have a link for it yet. And then with the disco and my new molds, I made some hair clips. Look at that. I E6000 the clip on that came with the set, and I top coated them with UV resin first. So it looks like E6000 is plenty strong enough. I know I was questioning it the other day, but I hadn't made them yet. So I made 2 with the disco and 2 with the elegance. And they came out beautiful, especially top coated. Love them. So I put gold clips on the pink ones and silver clips on these ones. And then I had one more left over, and this was clear leftovers, and I put in my cotton candy, which is a pink and green shift. And this one needs to be filled in with acrylic paint. This is the mold. So you can see this all needs to be filled in. So I will have to do that. Yeah, that's going to take a while, but the glitter's pretty. So the parts that are all dull will be all filled in, and that'll leave all the parts that are shiny. Let's get to this. It is cooled down. It's been several hours since I've been able to get back to it. So I'm just going to go around these edges and release all the edges first. This mold does have a good suction on it. And then hopefully it worked out with minimal bubbles. Hopefully my crushed crystal covered all the bubbles, if there were any. I don't know. Okay, this is going to be the winter side. And then the spring side. Okay, ready? Well, that came out pretty decent. I don't have as much blue as I wanted. I'm wondering what it would look like. Let me grab a piece of white paper. Wondering what it would look like on white. Do you think I should coat it in white? I don't know. All my glitter stayed in place. I don't see any bubbles, so that's good. What do you think about the glitter? So yeah, there it is without the white background. You could either spray paint it, which is fast, or back coat it with whatever color you want. I like it. I like to see the blue, so I'm honestly feeling like I should back coat this. That one's got a little swing. I made sure that one was in the front. Do I add a 4th layer? That's the question. I guess I should, because right there, that one came up just barely out of the resin. And if I add a back coat, I won't have to trim that, because it barely needs trim, but this little piece right here is sticking up out of the resin. So I'm thinking I will get some tabletop resin, but the only thing with that is I'm going to lose a lot of my white. And, well, you'll see the You'll see a little bit of the white, but not all of the white. Well, actually, then the white through the blue would, I guess, act as the clouds. It's just a little more cloudy that day than I anticipated. Let me get some tabletop resin mixed up, and we're going to just go ahead and back coat this and do it the right way. I mixed up 60 milliliters, which is pretty much 2 ounces of my tabletop resin, mixed white mica powder instead of pigment paste. I took a couple jars to lift it up off the surface just in case it drips over. However, I highly doubt it will because you have the lip and then you still have more edge. But in any case, I don't want any accidents. I'm just going to coat this, spread it to the edges, and then let it cure once again. One more cure for this thing. I'm just going to take my little silicone tool and flick it to the edge. Like I said, it's got a small lip. It's actually the perfect size lip to where I don't have to trim, and it shouldn't go over it. So I might be using all of this 2 ounces. I don't run this through the vacuum chamber, and I don't stir it with a mixer. Tabletop is just too thick for either one of them, and you will be sorry that you tried either one of them. Trust me, by experience, it's no fun to throw it away because you ruined it. The mixer creates billions and billions of bubbles, and your vacuum chamber just can't handle that in this thick resin. So it will just bubble in there forever, and you don't have a lot of work time with this. This should start gelling up in about 15 minutes. So you don't want to spend that 15 minutes trying to fix it in a vacuum chamber. That is not going to fix that. But I love tabletop resin for this purpose, because anytime it has the possibility of going over the edge, you know that this resin is going to gel up very quickly, and it will stop dripping very quickly. That's pretty good. I've got just a little bit left, maybe 10 milliliters, so I didn't do too bad. And because it's not in a mold, I will go ahead and torch the bubbles out. And it's not going to be completely opaque white, which is fine. And I'm good with the whole shimmery part of it too. Let me get that one little spot there that did go over and fix that, but that's no big deal. That's not going to keep dripping. All right, now our last cure. In the meantime, I'm going to pick an acrylic paint to go with the pink, and I'm going to squish it in all these surfaces with my little squeegee brush and just squash it all in there, and we're going to get that dried and top coated. I'm not sure if it will be today, but it should be by tomorrow's video. Let's just keep popping bubbles for the next couple minutes, and we should be good to go. Are you ready to see everything? So, backstory, I came in last night because yesterday was when I was making it, checked it to make sure it was good before we did the reveal. I flipped it over, but to peek, you know, sometimes us creators do peek before we show you. And I realized it needed a top coat. Well, it didn't need a top coat, but I would have felt better with a top coat on the inside of the tray. So at midnight, I was mixing resin, putting it in there. So I'll show you that in a minute. So here's the extras. This is one pendant with crushed crystal and a pinch bail, not a pinch bail, a flat back bail. And then I poured some into this little angel, and I painted the wings and the little, well, clothing, his hair gold, and roses are in red. So that's going to be a magnet. I forgot to put the magnet on the back, but I will. And here is a keychain. I put gold acrylic paint inside there, let that dry, top coated it with UV resin, threw some charms on, and that's that one. And then here is the beautiful coaster mold. So I filled it with pearl white I think it was called Pearl White, but it was acrylic paint regardless. And because I had all night, and this was on the heat mat drying with that, so it was dry, so I top coated it yesterday. So what do you think? I think it came out really pretty. I mean, you could do the birds different colors, but I didn't want to go through all that. I think it is pretty just the way it is, with the pinks and the greens coming through that glitter. And then here's the back. So really, really, really pretty. You could even go around this edge if you wanted to, but I didn't. I just left it the way it is. And of course, when I did the coat on the inside, I had more extra, so these are now drying. I just now filled them with some gold paint. So these need to dry before I clean them. I'm sure you'll see them on tomorrow's video, maybe. Are you ready? Oh, here's one other one that I finished. The Big Tree of Life, same thing, but this is with the mica powder. Oh no, this is not from today. This is from another day. Sorry. I'm getting confused. Everything's sitting around me. All right, here is the tray. What do you think? So I did put another 1.5 ounces on the inside. I mixed up 2 ounces, which is why I had extra. The only thing I changed was I put one more, this tree right here. I took it off the back, peeled the sticker, and stuck it to the tray before I put the top coat on. And the only reason I did that is because although the stickers weren't sitting on the silicone mold, they were really close somehow, probably from me pushing them down all the time, and you get to kind of see the outline around them, and I did not like that. So I covered it over, and now you cannot see the outline of them. I put a tiny little bit of crushed crystal because what I did put in there wasn't showing too much. It almost looked like an accident, so I wanted to make sure it was deliberate this time, so it's now in everything. And I like the effect because the blue kind of looks 3D. It's behind all the trees, and some of the trees that curled back look really cool because they look 3D as well. Like that one for sure curled. This one curled a little bit. These a little bit on the sides. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. A 3-season tray, and I didn't do anything to the edge because I wanted to see there's no bubbles or anything. So that is it. Here's the back. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know what you think. What else can I do with these stickers, you guys? I have tons of them. I still have pink ones and I have bluish ones. So yeah, I got a lot more to use. All right, well, tomorrow I will be unboxing my Into Resin order. I can't remember what I asked for this month for my 5 molds, so we're gonna see what's in that package. It just came today, so we will do that tomorrow and probably fill one of them. All right, stick around for those pictures, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a blessed day.